I say 8 Ball got stuck on a Qbert phase. You know, like Qbert did the tones and he flipped them, and then 8 Ball was just fascinated and he got stuck in that realm.
So I was trying to do all kinds of aspects of DJing, just everything I could fit into that routine, and all of a sudden this kid 8 Ball seen that, and she got a whole book of scratches and stuff, you know, I mean of tones.
Well, you know, he did that, you know, let me see if I could do something above that, you know. Then the biting thing comes into play, you know, which is another controversial thing. I've been blamed a lot for it, which I claim innocent.
The term biting, especially if you use the same record and do the same trick that someone has done, you know, in the past. I mean, if you're gonna take someone's move, I would do it better, you know, than that person did it in the first place, or slightly change it, you know, to put your style into it.
Learn from that one thing. Take a little, combine it with some of your own shit, and boom, there's a new sound or a new style that you just created right there.
Without influence, there wouldn't be no change. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have to have battles for DJs to do their stuff, and we know what's like. That's the new thing that's going out right now. And then like with that, we'll try to like not bite it, but try to get a little bit of idea and flip it your own way with your own style. You know? So.
Like, oh, he took my stuff, you know, like, oh man, what a biter. But then that's only if you haven't practiced and made more new stuff. If he bites your shit, by the time he gets it, if you're really good, you'll have some new shit anyway. So you wouldn't mind if you bit.
It's a compliment.
Yeah, it's a compliment. And at the same time, for me, if they bite, then I've done what I wanted, which is to pass the art on.
What am I gonna do for it now? Am I gonna add? I think it'll sound better if I would go zigga 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 instead of going. The initial one was zigga 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 zigga. You know what I mean? I'm gonna freak it a little bit harder or a little bit better than what that person did it. So now it becomes mine now.
My reaction is like, damn, you know, that's real cool. And he explained to me like anything you could do on a touch-tone phone, so I started messing with the phone, right? But then, well, I got home on my turntables and I finally got the record I needed for that. I said, you can do more than just Mary Had a Little Lamb, you know, you can do this, you can do this, and then you can get into hip-hop songs too, right? And I started playing with more ranges and started, you know, doing more stuff.
Anybody from there can make up a sound how they want the sound by just slowing up and down the pitch. You could, well, let's play Mary Had a Little Lamb or whatever. I mean, that's also not too hard to think about. You know what I mean? Or do for that matter. You know what I mean? All you have to do is play around with the pitches. You know what I mean? But to sit down and work on a pattern and make it sound like a track, you know, to make it sound like a slow track, that's something different. Majority of the crowd doesn't understand that, and that seeing visuals and stuff like that, that's what gets the crowd open. So they're like, why work on beats? Why, you know, put myself through the strain when I could just, you know, deceive the crowd with a little crap? And that's what they do.
Because when it comes to beats, you have to have an appreciation for beats in order to understand it, right? Like a lot of times, I'll be at a competition, right, and the guy's making dope-ass beats. I'm sitting there going, damn, that sounds good, right? And then just all these other people don't know anything, and all they know is scratching. They're just sitting there going, what?
Like that, hip level. Like that, hip level. Like that. like that, baby, oh, like that, baby, oh, like that, baby, oh, like that, baby, oh.